Welcome all to the SnailTrail4x4 Podcast. If you like going off-roading in Toyotas, wrenching on Toyotas, camping in Toyotas, and maybe even poking a wee tiny little bit of fun at Toyotas, and of course, hearing about how fantastically priced Toyotas are right now, then this is the podcast for you. That's right, ladies and germs. My name is Tyler. Joining me in the studio is the one and only Mr. Elf wannabe himself, Jimmy Elf Jet. Mr. Elf, how are you? You even have green socks on.
I do have green socks on. Until like a snowy day.
That's pretty funny. Okay. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. How's it going over there?
Yeah, doing pretty well.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, we were just talking a little bit about elves and their three jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were they? There's building toys.
Building toys. Making cookies.
Making shoes and making cookies.
And cobbling.
And cobbling, yeah. So, then we started talking about that movie. But it's a great movie. There's a TV show that's out. I think it's a Netflix series.
Okay.
That's called The Movies That Made Us.
Nice.
And they just released a holiday version.
Oh, cool.
And they went over a bunch of the Halloween movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason,
really?
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, fun.
And then they also did Elf.
Oh, yeah?
And so it's
a classic.
Pretty good. It's a classic. And like,
I think I saw a preview for this on Netflix.
Probably.
Does it have, the Eddie Murphy movie Coming to America.
That's on there too. Yeah.
Is that one of them?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw a preview for it, and I was like, "Ooh, that looks good." And I was at Home Alone, and I thought that might be a series that the assistant and I would be interested in, so I didn't start it.
You were at Home Alone?
I was at home. I was home alone.
I was thinking that you were watching or getting ready to watch Home Alone because it's a Christmas movie.
No.
She hadn't seen it yet, or some of you guys hadn't seen it? Okay.
I was home alone.
Gotcha. Okay.
Scrolling through Netflix.
Okay. My mind has to be in the right reference frame. Okay. Here.
Apparently it does.
Yes. No, great series. If you guys have not seen any of those yet, the movies that made us, their first season was like a bunch of the classic movies, like, Coming
to America.
No, that's the holiday series.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Really? That one's in the holiday series?
Yeah. It's a Christmas movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it like Die Hard?
Die Hard, I think, is in the first one, first season, as well as Back to the Future.
Is that a Christmas movie, though?
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like, what's that movie? Catch Me If You Can is a Christmas movie. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
You don't
Not
know
off the top of my head, at least.
It's the one about the Frank, what's his name? The check frauder that eluded the FBI for a really long time.
Oh, yes.
And then end up getting hired by the FBI to catch other catch frauders.
Yes.
So that movie is a Christmas movie.
I know it though.
Okay.
I know of it.
Okay. Yeah, that movie's a Christmas movie. And if anybody wants to call in and argue with me about it, I will argue with you.
Yeah. So is Harry Potter a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Ooh, that's a good question. I view it as a fall movie.
Oh,
but not Halloween.
Blanket the statement.
Yeah, as a fall movie, just because they were always released in the theaters around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, and just because of that, I always view the Harry Potters as a fall movie.
I agree to some extent. I always view it as a Christmas movie because it's always snowing.
It's always snowing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. See, this is fascinating to me. People's psyche and like how they view things and why they view it that way.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is an off-roading podcast. Welcome, everybody.
We should just do a segment on movies one day.
There we go. Yeah.
On our second podcast.
Oh, we haven't discussed that anymore. I think that would be really fun to do, though.
I do too.
I just need time to do it. Anyways, so happy holidays. We're kind of in the beginning of December here. I guess I'm getting into the middle of December for most people now that this is going to be releasing. We've got a fun show in line for everybody today. We'll get into a little bit about that here in a bit.
Yes,
on this show.
A wee bit.
A wee bit. But before we do, there is a lot of cool stuff going on, such as the King of the Hammers trip brought to us by Gear Wrench.
Yes.
All you have to do to enter to win a trip, a VIP, all expense paid trip to the King of the Hammers by Gear Wrench, is buy a set. One of the designated, I believe there's 4 sets at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Set of tools.
Yeah. 4 to 6.
4 to 6 of them, somewhere in there. And a Monster Energy drink. And buy those at Home Depot and send a picture of your receipt into Gear Wrench.
Yep.
The link to that is down in the show notes. So pull up the show notes on your phone. If they don't show up all the way on your phone, then go to the website and check it through there. I know that like Spotify, I think, only shows like the first 55 words or something like that of the show notes. So yeah, check those out. Send in a picture of your receipt. And while you're doing that, email us a picture of your receipt as well, because we are having a runner-up giveaway. So there's going to be 10 winners.
Yes.
So
well, everybody's going to win something.
Oh,
there's a consolation prize, but we have 10 grand winners.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we're going to have that going on as well. So make sure you guys are doing that. Let's see, what else do we got going on?
Can I elaborate a little bit more on that?
Sure.
So you have until the end of the month. It ends on December 31st.
Yes.
So go out and buy some Christmas presents for yourself and go take some photos. Gear Wrench is also allowing you to enter 6 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can buy separate times. You can buy, you can buy items in a Monster and send your photo of your receipt in. And so I figure we might as well kind of do something along those lines. Also, there's a bunch of other prizes that you can win besides the grand prize for Gear Wrench. And then there's also the prizes from us. And right now we have not received enough people entries in for as many gifts as we have.
Correct.
So if you want to win something, here's a good chance.
Yep. Yeah, I think we've only gotten 5 or 6 entries
I think
so far, and we have 10 grand winners planned, or grand prizes planned.
Yes, we do.
So definitely go buy something from Home Depot. It is the holidays, and I have listed up on Jimmy's OnlyFans site lists of possible presents if any sugar daddies out there wanted to buy Jimmy some presents, and those Gear Wrench tool sets are in there. So
yeah, how did you made a list on my OnlyFans page?
I have your login.
Oh, okay. Got it. Right.
Yes. I also made a list on the secretary's OnlyFans site, but she doesn't know about that one. So
good.
Don't tell her. That's a lot of the cool stuff happening on the Gear Wrench front. And that's going to be a really cool prize. Like the trip to KOH, I've been getting some details about what they're planning for the VIP winners.
Yes.
And they have a lot of really cool stuff.
I know.
And a lot of really cool meats.
I wish
involved.
we could enter.
And not like Wagyu beef, like meats, like you're getting to meet people. kind of thing. So, I don't know. They may have Wagyu beef involved one night as well at some point, but definitely go check that out. It's really cool what they're doing, and they're making a big push right now to get into the space of kind of the at-home shade tree mechanics, which is all of you guys. So it's a really cool what they're doing. Some of the things they're doing for people like our listeners. So definitely, perk your ears open and pay attention to what's going on around you on the Gear Wrench front, because they're going to have some really cool stuff coming up. Especially, I think next year is going to be a fun year.
I agree.
Let's see. What else do we got? We had a winner for the OD Green Factor 55 flat link from Stellar Built.
Yes.
So thank you to Dimitri. We announced that last Thursday's episode. Let's see, what else do we got? December's giveaway will be picked that first week of January here. Kind coming up in January, we have a slew of content.
Yeah, we
planned
do.
for you guys. So we've been planning for January for the past probably 2 to 3 months or so. So keep your ears open. It's going to be a really fun and really exciting January as we lead into King of the Hammers and a bunch of things KOH related. So that's going to be a lot of fun. What else do we got here?
Well, we do need to
updates on anything.
We do need to thank our patrons.
As always.
Much appreciated, all the support and love that you give us. We have had a lot of feedback on the gift boxes and how everybody loves them.
Yep.
We'll probably go more into detail on that this upcoming Thursday.
Yep. We're going to give a little bit more time to make sure everybody has their boxes.
Yeah, before we spoil it. But yeah, I'm stoked to hear. I've been getting a lot of feedback on how great this package was.
We did get some negative feedback on it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Really?
Somebody said that they thought there was M&Ms in there.
Yes.
And there wasn't.
There was
not. So, we did upset one person.
We did. But that person doesn't get the box anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not too upset about that.
Yeah.
I was listening to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey's episode, last week's episode.
Okay, I haven't listened to it yet.
And they were talking about how they didn't know if we were sending them up one of our gift boxes.
Oh.
And the answer is no.
Yeah, no.
You're not even a patron of ours.
Yeah.
You're not a gift box patron.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you would assume that we would be sending you guys a gift box.
Exactly.
I think we did once.
The very
first one to help try to promote our gift boxes. But maybe once you guys decide to become patrons, then, we might be tossing some stuff your way.
We might actually re-sign up back on your patron if you guys decide.
Yeah, we're signed up on there.
Oh.
We're still patrons of theirs.
Oh, we just went down
from
we went down, old elk tier.
Yep, from the old elk tier because
we're not getting any more gifts out of it.
They're not giving us any more gifts, so we figured why should we be up at that higher level?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want a gift box for April. I guess it's too late. It's already closed. You'll have to wait for another year for next year October's gift box. Speaking of Patreon and things opening, January we are going to open up the pay
annual subscriptions. Yes.
So January we will open that up. And again, if you guys hadn't heard why we've been putting that off, it's because
Patreon's stupid.
Patreon is stupid, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why they do this. But if you signed up for the annual subscription
right now,
let's say if you signed up right now, you're going to pay a year for the annual subscription
for the month
for the last 20 days here of December,
right?
And then
in January,
you're going to get charged again for another year.
Yeah, they don't prorate it anyway. Once you sign up, you pay for the year, and then they bill everybody annually in January.
Yes.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't understand why though. I feel like that should be something very simple to do.
I agree. Once you sign up, they keep track of all that.
Yeah.
It's in our database of when people signed up.
Yeah.
So why can't they just go, well, this month we charge
people on their anniversary dates
on a year? Yeah, I don't know. That's why we were talking about, I think, in October.
Yeah.
And so we haven't, because we didn't want people to sign up in October and pay for 2-3 months worth of, for a year for 2 to 3 months.
Exactly.
Pay for that year. And then coming up here in January, pay for another year. So so we're waiting until January. We're going to open that up. Somebody will probably have to remind one of us to do it.
Yeah.
Once you go try to sign up, or we'll remember at some point. So.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not sure how long that'll be open. We may keep it open 1 to 2 months. I don't know. It's going to depend on, we'll need your guys' feedback. If you want to sign up in April, knowing that you're wasting 3 months of dollars, let us know. I mean, we'll take your 3 months of dollars, no problem. But I don't want you to waste your 3 months of dollars. So.
I think it's going to come down to people that are new, because once people our current patrons, they get charged every month right now. So once January comes around, all of our current patrons could sign up for the annual because they're getting charged annual or monthly anyway. Yeah. Right. It's that person that just comes in July that goes, I want to pay annually.
Yeah.
We're going to be like, no,
Yeah.
Or if you're okay with paying, paying for a year and losing 7 months.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah. But January is when we will open that back up. So if you guys are looking and want to move to the annual subscription rather than the monthly subscription, go for it.
Yeah.
And we'll have that open for you guys.
We're not opening it back up. But
correct.
We're opening it up.
Correct.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see. Is there any other update stuff?
Nope. I'd say we jump on in.
Cool. Go ahead and grab your favorite drinks, everybody. This is going to be a fun one. And we'll explain a little bit more once we get into the discussion. The what are we calling these things?
Campfire.
Campfire discussions. Thank you. It'll be fun. So grab your drinks. It's going to be a good one. And we'll be right on back with today's campfire discussion. Welcome back, ladies and gentle ladies. This is episode 254. It's campfire discussion. And this is definitely going to be one. I don't know if you'll necessarily be able to do it around a campfire because you kind of need to.
No, this is more of a sofa.
Yeah, this
sofa discussion.
Sofa discussion. Man cave discussion. Hanging out in the recording studio. This one got spurred about because we've made a change to the NorCal 4x4 marketplace Facebook page, which is it's a buy and sell page for off-roading stuff, vehicles, whatnot, vehicular outdoor recreation off-road stuff for Northern California. And I'm an admin on the page, and we've had a lot of issues with the page recently because Facebook made a bunch of changes to how groups work, and it's a pain in the ass what Facebook did to the groups and how buy and sell pages work. So we were getting a bunch of stupid stuff like vacuums and washing machines and everything on the page. So finally, we just had to lock down the page.
Yeah. Briefly stated, what Facebook pretty much did is says, once you try to list something on Marketplace, then you have the option to add it to groups that are also buy and sell. And there's like a button that says add to all groups that I am currently a member of. Mm-hmm. And so people are clicking that when they're selling a vacuum.
Yep.
And then it ends up in NorCal 4x4's buy and sell page for a vacuum.
And not only that, but then they're essentially taking away the ability for group admins to deny memberships to people. If your group is listed as a public group, then it's automatically open. Anybody can join it.
Oh, interesting.
So like people from New York can join the NorCal 4x4 marketplace page and then post shit from New York. And the admins can't do anything about it because usually you can have it set for a public page where everything's publicly viewable, but you get to say who joins the group. So we can keep people from New York out of the group kind of thing.
Right.
So it was just a big fiasco. So finally we locked down the page and said that every single post that gets posted has to be okayed by the admin team now. So now we get to look at all the stuff that people are trying to sell. And it is hysterical. It's providing me quite a bit of entertainment, actually.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of like, I've been like, I should have done this a long time ago. But it's just funny, the stuff that people are trying to sell, and mainly the vehicles that are coming through there and what people think their vehicles are worth.
I want to, before we get there, I want to know how, like, what a percentage of things are you denying?
It's not that much anymore.
Okay.
And so I don't know, like we're going through, we're probably allowing 30 to 40 posts per day and denying 5 or 6 of them maybe. So 10 to 20%, I don't know, something like that. But it has cleaned up quite a bit. It's cleaned up a lot since we had to enact that, but it's been very entertaining watching the stuff that comes through there and the prices that people have set on things. Right. The initial asking price, right? Okay. So I thought, man, this would be such a great episode to go through, and we can kind of turn this into a game, was my thought, right? And I don't know how, but it's not going to be keeping score or anything. It's just going to be a guessing game, right? So here's how this is going to work out. Jimmy and I have both kind of gone through Facebook Marketplace all different pages on Facebook Marketplace and found things that we thought were surprising. So it could be an item, it could be a full vehicle, it could be priced super low, or it could be priced super high. And just something that's going to be surprising about it, right? So the thing is that we are going to read the title and the description and then kind of describe the pictures. We can ask questions and say, hey, how's the interior look on that? Or is it, if it's an FJ80, is it triple locked? That's a big value indicator for FJ80s and kind of thing like that about vehicles. And the person that is giving the listing to the other person kind of has to answer those questions as to the best of their ability according to what the listing has listed. And then we get to guess what we think the price is on that vehicle, on that listing. I think this
is going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be hilarious. So, any questions about how this is going to go, Mr. Elf Jim?
No, I'm ready with bookmarked items.
Cool. I bookmark a bunch of items. How do I find those now? Are they here?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Hold on. I prepared by bookmarking them all. Where did we find the bookmarks at here?
All right, I found it, but I don't know how I found it, but I don't know how I got there.
Oh, man. Okay, I found it.
Okay. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay.
I want to start guessing.
You want to start guessing?
Yeah.
All right. Should I start with a more obvious one?
Sure.
Okay. So.
Okay.
In South Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
You already know what this is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 1995 F350 Ford 350. 288,000 miles.
Okay.
It says it's the Power Stroke diesel, so it's the 7.3.
Okay.
It says it's a 2-wheel drive.
Okay.
It says needs glow plugs, which I have the entire kit for, but it runs and drives good. I have been cleaning it up. It's a 5-speed manual. Come take a look. Located in South Lake Tahoe.
You sure you want to talk about this one?
I might go get it.
What if somebody goes and buys it before you do?
I know, right? I have a few days before this comes out.
True. Okay.
What do you think that's worth?
An F350 7.3 1994?
95 4-door long bed.
A 4-door long bed?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a big
The only
truck.
downside to this truck, for the most part, is it's 2-wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive.
So 2-wheel drive, manual transmission, 288,000 miles on the 7.3, which doesn't matter.
Not really.
It's a mute point.
Clifford has 320,000.
Yeah. Let's see. So it's an OBS, 4-door long bed, 7.3, 2-wheel drive, manual trans, clean body. I mean, is it?
The body looks
faded,
pretty.
Paint any
body
faded
from the photos. There's one that's semi-close and then one that's afar, and it looks clean.
Okay. Pretty clean interior.
Yeah. Looks trashed.
Oh, really trashed? Like, is there interior?
It's dirty.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. There's carpet. The seats. The driver's seat is worn. Has like a hole in it.
Okay, that's expected.
It looks like there's power seats, which Clifford doesn't have.
Okay.
Then the back seats look fairly nice. It's used. It's
how's the dash area? Like, are there wires hanging out of the dash? Is the center console intact?
There's some wires hanging out, but that looks like it's the cigarette lighters. No, I mean, for what there's like a wire or two hanging down, but I don't know what it's for. It looks like it's behind where people put the brake booster for the trailer.
Okay.
The dash just looked like it might be cracked. I can't tell. It's on the other side. The photo's not.
Okay. Assuming that the drivetrain's in good condition, steering is solid, the engine's solid, there's no major glaring issues, I would put that truck 10 to 15 grand.
Yeah, that's what I would expect for it.
Yeah.
Me too.
What is it listed for?
It's listed for $5,000.
Is it a scam?
I don't think it's a scam. $5,000? The dude's been talking to me.
Oh, they're responding.
Yes. I actually have messaged this guy and
are they asking you to pay for it through eBay Motors?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I said, are you available? I'd like to come take a look at it.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, not kidding you.
What's the guy's name? I'm going to go buy it before you do.
His name is Raul Sanchez.
Raul Sanchez.
That's a lie, so you can't find it.
Do you want to? Do you want to like pause recording for a couple hours and make a trip up to South Lake real quick?
You got the time for that?
No.
Yeah. I don't know, but I might take you up on a trip up to South Lake.
Yeah, I mean, let me know if you want to go in the next few days. I can kind of shuffle things around.
Maybe.
I mean, fuck, at $5,000. Sorry, I didn't mean to say fuck, but $5,000, you could buy that. I mean, it's essentially Clifford in a manual with 4 doors.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, you could sell Clifford for 10 grand. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting question, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been looking at this one for about a week. Yeah.
It's been there for a week.
On there for a week.
He hasn't sold it yet?
Listed over a week ago in South Lake Tahoe.
And he hasn't sold it yet.
And it hasn't sold yet.
What's wrong? $5,000. So what's wrong with it then?
I don't know. That's what I want to figure out.
Is the rear axle missing?
No, it's there. Well, in the picture, it's there.
Okay.
So if it's selling for $5,000, that means that, I mean, could I sell Clifford for $5,000?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if this one's not selling, that means Clifford is.
There's no way
Clifford's less than this one. And
so how much did you buy Clifford for?
I bought it for $3,000.
So you could definitely sell Clifford for $3,000.
Probably. I could make my money back for Clifford.
Yeah.
I have done upgrades or maintenance and upgrades. Like I did spend $2,000 on Clifford in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
You know, it has a new turbo, a new pipe, a new lift, like fuel lift pump.
Yeah.
And all these things that go out and are worn or are needed to be maintained. It does have brand new tires, but the thing is, like, I could swap the tires over.
Yeah.
Like that's
put some rollers on it. Yeah.
You know, I can take the tires off of Clifford and put them onto this truck. You know.
So theoretically, if you sold Clifford for what you bought him for, you could get this truck for $2,000.
Yep.
Even that, I mean, this is no brainer, Jimmy. You should be running, not walking, no hesitation, going to get this truck.
Maybe I should have closed with this one, huh? But let me tell you about another one on my next item.
Okay.
After you.
Oh, okay. So this one, 2002 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD Duramax. So it's the LB7 engine.
Okay.
4-wheel drive. The truck was involved in a low-speed rollover last winter. The main damage to the truck was to the cab. The pictures show most of the damage. The truck currently runs and drives. It has also been non-opt and has 0 back fees. Located in Pollock Pines. DM me if you're interested.
Okay. So it has a body damage. Is it bad?
It's not too bad. It looks like the rack on top got damaged. The driver's mirror is gone. The windshield is gone. The driver headlights need to be replaced. The passenger side front fender is crunched in. The hood is crunched in there. And the passenger side doors need to be replaced. The bed has some crumpling.
So it rolled all the way over.
It looks like it rolled all the way over. Yeah.
Okay. Does it say mileage or anything?
It just says driven 200,000 miles. It doesn't sound like that's a very accurate number.
You're right.
But I would assume around 200,000 on the 2500 Duramax.
How much would I pay for this? Like maybe $3,000.
Okay. Automatic transmission.
Yeah.
Put that in.
We could lower that down now. 2,500.
Yeah.
Because those are independent fronts also. So it's not like that. You're not getting an axle set out of this.
No.
If anything, you're just getting it for a motor.
You're getting it for a 2002 Duramax motor.
Yeah.
Really.
And that's not worth much.
Yeah. So they're asking $8,000.
What? Does it have interior photos?
Nope. No interior photos.
No way.
Yep, $8,000.
Wishful thinking, huh?
Right?
Holy crap.
And the guys and everybody else in the post, people are reaming this guy. It's hilarious.
Oh, really?
And everybody's saying 1,500 to 3,000 max.
Yeah. Okay. So I was in I was a high ballpark.
You're in the high ballpark. But yeah, he's like, no way. Where else are you going to find a diesel motor swap and transmission and parts for less than $8,000? I'm like, I think there's a lot of places you can find that.
Right. I agree.
So anyways, smoking crack, or what is this guy on? $8,000, Jimmy.
No.
Duramax.
I'll pass.
Parts vehicle for $8,000. You're not down with that?
No.
He even listed as a clean title.
I don't think so.
This is just, this is funny.
All right. So since I'll stick with tow rig status stuff in a way. 1950 Ford F6.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. So it's a cab over engine truck. So it's like a big boy.
Yeah.
Like I would air quote say almost semi status.
Okay.
Right.
So would that be similar to like an F650 or a 550?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, probably.
In the 1950s?
Yeah. Okay. Probably 650.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay.
So it's a 1950 F6 Rat Rod Project truck.
Rat Rod?
Rat Rod.
So they slammed it to the ground.
1950 F6 cab sitting on a 1993 International 4,700 frame.
47. Okay.
Motor is a DT466C pre-emissions with around 95,000 miles on it. So I looked that up, and there's a gas and a diesel version. So I'm not sure which one it is. Mm-hmm. But it looks like it gets upwards of 300 horsepower. The gas one does. It also, and it has an Eaton Fuller Road Ranger 10-speed trans with 40K miles, 3.3 gears. The frame has been shortened to fit an 8-foot truck bed. It needs electrical work. Oops, I closed it. It needs electrical work, the steering column connected, and radiator.
Interesting.
I wish I could show you the picture of it. So
what's the interior like?
There's no interior photos.
No, so you don't get to see what interior photos
there's no interior. I scrolled.
Okay.
There's no interior. Nothing. Zero.
And it's already slammed to the ground.
It's not slammed. So I'll see if I can, let me go back to the first photo. So I'm going to try it here. I'll cover it's the old one.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's cool looking.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's really cool looking.
Okay.
It's so it's an old school truck cab on a newer, on what was it? A 93
frame.
Yeah.
International frame. Interesting. God, what would that be? Are there extra parts with it?
There's
too?
a better photo.
Okay. I like the way that looks.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
It's more or less an old body on a newer, like 4,000
chassis and everything.
Chassis.
Yeah. Man,
it looks rad.
God, I have no clue where to even begin with that.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Now, I don't even know like what market value would be. I'm just going to go off of what I would pay for it if I wanted to take that and kind of complete that project. I'd say $7,000.
You're close. So it started off at 10 and the guy recently dropped it to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, not bad. I mean, it has the dually rear axle. It's got the front axle solid on it. It's got, some good parts to it.
Yeah.
So
it has a decent motor and trans.
And I'm sure that body would be worth something to somebody.
Yeah.
Who would
so
want to do
I've actually gone down a rabbit hole of cab over engine trucks and getting $3,000 to $5,000 for an old school cab over an engine COE is pretty typical. So just that cab is worth at minimum like $3,000.
Yeah.
So is the body, engine, trans, and frame and axles worth $5,000?
Another $5,000, maybe. I don't know. That's a good. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's so cool looking.
Yeah,
I was going to sleep last night actually looking at this and going like,
dreaming about it.
I wonder if I could find another F6 cab and make it into a 4-door.
Yeah.
And
That would be fun.
remake the frame longer.
Yeah. That would be a fun project. Like doing, I don't know, stupid fun things like that would be neat.
It looks so cool though.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good find.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Your turn.
So this one here, bear with me. It's a 1989 Jeep Cherokee Wagoneer, swapped with a 1992 motor. It doesn't say what the motor is. I'm assuming it's a 92 Cherokee motor.
4-liter probably.
The inline 6 would be my guess. The NP242 Ford 8.8-inch rear axle, Dana 30 front axle with a locker, stage 2 center force clutch, quote-unquote custom oversized drive shafts front and rear, 4-link long arm lift up front, over knuckle track bar, 1-ton steering, Pro Comp leaf springs in the rear with 1.5-inch lift shackles, currently about 7 inches of lift, 33-inch tires on 15-inch Pro Comp wheels, rock lights, light bar, controlled by a switch panel. Looks like Switch Pro's knockoff. Was turbocharged, but not selling the turbocharger. Has long tube header on it now with a 2.5-inch straight pipe, aftermarket upgraded injectors, fuel pressure regulator.
Okay, so it's got a lot of little bells and whistles. But so what year is it?
89 Cherokee body.
89 Cherokee body with an 02.
With a 92 motor.
92.
So 3 years newer motor.
Interesting. I wonder if there's an advantage to that. Somebody out there in the Jeep world would
maybe
know. Okay, so it's an 89 Cherokee that has a bunch of bells and whistles. Did they say tire size?
33?
33s. How about mileage?
It's 230,000 miles. Automatic trans.
I would... I know that. So am I guessing what I'm going to pay for it, or what I pay for it, or what it's listing as?
Let's do both.
Okay. I would pay like $10 for this thing. What do I think?
The interior is in pretty damn good condition.
Okay.
The seats need a little bit of love, but everything else looks really clean, actually.
Okay. I mean, I would, like, if I was in the market and looking to buy one of those, I would say probably $5,000 for that thing. My guess is it's listed at like 12. Yeah, you're laughing at me.
$20,000.
Holy crap. For an XJ?
XJ. Yeah, baby.
That is insane.
Yeah, with a Dana 30 front axle.
Oh, jeez.
And leaf springs in the rear still. $20,000. 1-ton steering, but a Dana 30.
1-ton steering on a Dana 30.
The steering itself is going to snap that axle.
Right. Wow.
$20,000.
$20,000.
Yeah. And the fucked up part.
Double what I thought it was.
Yeah. The fucked up part is it's listed as sold.
What?
It's listed right now as sold. So I don't know if he actually sold it or if he just put sold on there because everybody was giving him shit. So he was trying to close down the ad. I don't know. But $20,000.
That is nuts. That is insane. That is literally psycho.
Oh my God. So yeah, if that's worth $20,000 and it didn't say what kind of locker is in either of the axles.
No.
And so it doesn't say what the gearing is in the axles. Nothing.
It sounds like something that he just like threw it out there to see if somebody would bite.
That's kind of what I'm wondering. But like, I'm thinking if this shit sold for $20,000, I can sell my 4Runner for $30,000.
Right? I need to put Bobcat. Who wants to buy Bobcat? $30,000.
Right?
Minor dents and dings.
Oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. $20,000, Jimmy.
I know.
For an XJ.
I know.
On a Dana 30. And an 8.8. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that can't be right. And that's I looked at the post to be like, does he have it in the description what he's really asking for it? Oh, man.
All right. You ready for mine?
Yeah.
1991
Okay.
Toyota Town Ace camper.
A Toyota Town Ace camper. I have no clue what that is.
It's like a van.
Okay, so kind of like a Vanagon kind of thing?
Kind of
like
a
Toyota
Vanagon.
version of a Vanagon?
Yeah, but it's built better.
Okay.
It's cooler.
An Ace. Okay, how many miles? Any upgrades done to it?
Automatic transmission. Doesn't say the mile. With 62,000 miles.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
What year?
91.
Okay. So that has the 22 RE in it, maybe?
It says price drop. Needs to go ASAP.
Okay.
Easy fix by removing diesel pump. Small diesel leak has occurred. Easy fix by removing diesel pump.
Okay.
It says, hi, everyone. I'm sad to be posting this, but we are selling our imported 1991 4x4 Toyota Town Ace camper with 62,000 miles on it.
Holy crap.
It has been a reliable house for use, but we have come across a deal that we couldn't pass up. It is right-hand drive, 5-speed on the column, diesel by Toyota. We have done a ton of work to it ourselves. It has new tires, new head gasket, new, a bunch of new stuff. Van runs and drives wonderful. He's not fast. I guess it's a guy. As you can imagine, the 4-cylinder diesel, but it gets 24 to 25 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
We have driven it from Maine to California, and it continues to be our home posting, but we're sad.
Interesting. So it's about the same size as a Vanagon, though, right? It's not like a Sprinter van size.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it looks like a Previa, but it's an import.
Yes.
4-wheel drive import diesel.
Correct. Yeah.
Man, that could be anywhere.
And it's clean
that
and
could
nice
be anywhere.
inside.
If it's clean and nice inside, fuck. I would say fair market value. And if I was in the market for something like that I would pay for that. Like somebody who's doing van life stuff, I'd put it up around 20, 25,000.
Nice. Yeah. They had it listed for 39,000.
39, geez.
And it's dropped to 26,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 39 is definitely high for somebody who is like loved that vehicle and probably went through the process of doing the import themselves. I could see them as starting at 39, but I think fair market would be 25. I think that's high on the high end, but I think they'll get 26
super nice
for it.
on the inside.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Man.
I just wish like there's sort of a theme going on my side, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing's super clean, super nice. I don't know if you could get it legally into California. I wonder how that works.
I don't know the rules on imports. I was actually, we talked about this on Thursday, but you know, going by and stopping at George Esther's Valley Hybrids.
Yeah.
I actually was talking with him a little bit about diesel and the Toyota diesel import laws a little bit. He's much more up and hip on what the import laws are.
Got it.
He said that the smog laws might be changing here very shortly too for California.
Oh, interesting.
So
in a favor or worse?
Kind of in favor, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, in favor and not in favor. It's going to go both ways, I think. So depending on gas versus diesel. So that's a good find for 26 grand. I think that's a fair price, especially how clean it is.
It's super clean.
I think if he could hold off and he wasn't in a hurry to sell it or anything, they could probably get 30 out of it, waiting for just the right person.
Maybe. Yeah. But they're like price drop, need gone ASAP.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's a good find. It's too bad. Like if they had it down at like 15,
yeah,
I'd be like, you're going to get that, right, Jimmy?
No. I've been looking. I've seen some Sun Raiders come across that are like $4,000, $3,000. They're thrashed. They're just dirty and nasty.
Yeah.
Right. I'll show it to the assistant. And she's like, I can smell how bad that smells from here. Right. But I've considered just picking one up.
Yeah.
And taking it to King of the Hammers.
Yeah.
And having it be my house. And then selling it after King of the Hammers.
Disinfect it real quick before you go.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
All right. Your turn.
Okay. So this next one, kind of along similar lines of the last one. I really wanted to do this one just kind of as a comparison.
Okay.
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 So the last one.
Yeah.
20 grand the guy was asking for. This one is a 2000 Jeep Cherokee Classic. So an XJ. It's not a Grand Cherokee or anything. Very nice car, quote unquote. 4.5-inch rough country lift. Upgraded heavy duty aluminum radiator, brand new water pump, and brand new thermostat.
Ding,
So what does that tell you there?
Something overheated.
12,000 pound winch with kinetic rope. I'm guessing he just means synthetic rope. 2 wireless remotes, 1 wired remote, LED light bar, LED dot approved headlights. It's the same headlights I had on the first gen that we installed in the my first gen 4Runner. Comes with D-rings, added a rear Spartan locker for better performance on off-road, rear and front diff covers. Really great off-roading vehicle. Does have some cosmetic damage, but that's because I took it off-roading. Other than that, car is in perfect condition mechanically. No oil leaks. So here's the highlights that he listed out. Rough country 4.5 lift, heavy duty aluminum radiator, water pump thermostat, 12K winch with synthetic rope and remotes, LED bar, LED headlights, AEG front bumper, Smitty built rear bumper, rear Spartan locker, and front and rear diff covers.
Okay.
Paint looks faded. The rear quarter panel on the driver's side is definitely beat up a little bit. Interior is, I don't know, from the pictures, there's not very many pictures on it, but it looks like the interior is in okay condition. There's just not very many pictures of it. Back seat's in great condition. The driver door's in good condition. I would say it looks like 32, 33-inch all-terrain tires. Probably the Dana 30 front, Dana 35 in the rear.
$5 grand.
No.
What? 10 grand?
10,000. Yep.
Jeez.
$10,000. So just for comparison, this is a very similar vehicle functionally to the $20,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
And they're still asking for $10,000.
That's nuts, dude. Prices are so crazy right now.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think my favorite comment here is the more I read it, the funnier it gets. So yeah, XJs worth gold right now, people.
Apparently.
If you have an XJ, go sell it. I think, so personally, I would never pay this price for this vehicle. And I think people who would pay this price for the vehicle are sorely mistaken, and they're going to be in for a fun surprise, especially considering the latest upgrades are all things that have to do with the vehicle overheating. Right. So, but the sad thing is, I think he'll get $10,000 for it. Wow. I think somebody will pick that up for $10,000. Unfortunately,
or just under.
I think it's going to be around 9.5, maybe 9,000. I think he'll get it though.
If I was to get an XJ, it'd be like $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah, exactly. But
and that's what people are going to pay me.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, my turn. Or you got something else?
I have a few more.
Okay. Well, I got 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
This one is it's a little different. But it's on line with everything I've been doing. Okay. So it's a 1973.
Pre-smog. Okay.
Yep. International.
Okay.
Crew cab.
Ooh.
Yep. It is local.
Okay.
1973 International 1210 Travelette Crew Cab. Body only. Oh. Pink slip in hand. Cab is in great condition. Rust in the typical spots. On the lower windshield floorboard corners. Okay. Doors, body, everything is straight. Dash, doors, panels are there. Interior is there, but needs some love. I do have that's pretty much the end, but he says I have a 2007 F350 chassis that I was going to put it on. That's also available. So, he's only selling the body. Okay. So, and not the bed, just the front fenders, hood, front end, and then
so just the cab, and the front end. Okay,
front clip kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
And
man, you're picking all these like weird ones that are like,
I know
it's a very specialty market for these. Man, fair market value, I don't know, I'm going to stick with that 3,000 to 5,000 that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, pretty much, right? I already kind of named the price.
Okay.
It's $3,500. But
Okay.
still, I'm like $3,500 for a cab.
For I don't want to say it's a collector's item cab, but it's a specialty market cab.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
I mean,
it's in pretty good condition, but
yeah, if it's in good condition, $3,500, I could definitely see that being.
And it's unique.
Price.
That's one of the things that's what drew me to this is that it's an international, right? And you don't see many of those, so it's different than like an OBS Ford or, some of these older school things that you normally see around. The only downer, and I don't know if anybody asked in the comments, but it doesn't show the actual grill. It just shows kind of a gap in the front.
Okay.
And so I would hope that has a grill on it. But I was considering getting that and doing more or less a cab swap.
On the first one you did? On the cab over one?
on Clifford.
On Clifford? Oh, jeez. I think that would be pretty... If the F350 chassis comes with like a drivetrain too, I think that'd be pretty badass to put the 73 International body on a 2002 F350. Because the 2002s, I think they were still the 7.3 diesel.
Yeah, it says it's a 07 F550.
07. Okay, I don't know if that'd be the 7.3 still.
I think 7's, I'm not sure when that changed.
That was around the 6.4 and 6.1 or 6.0
or
territory.
And depends if it's gas or diesel at that point.
07, I don't know. I think that'd be, if someone had like an 02 chassis though, put the International on a 7.3 frame and chassis.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Anyway,
also though, it opens up the floodgates of like, what would you actually want to do? Cause it'd be cool to like, I would, at that point, I'd love a 6BT.
Yeah. So, that's the interesting thing, being smog exempt, right? So, supposedly, and this is what I was talking with George about, was if they're talking about gas cars extending the smog exempt and bringing it up to 1994.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Because that way it'll be up to OBD2. And once you're in OBD2, then, OBD2 is a really nice system. It becomes very difficult making OBD1 cars into OBD2 engines. So they're talking about, and just because it's becoming prohibitive to do motor swaps on 75 through 94, because you just can't find parts anymore for them. Right. So like you're being cost prohibiting people from doing motor swaps for recreational or anything what they want to do with their vehicles. So, anyways, that'd be fun. And if you could, register the vehicle as the 73 International and put some other fun stuff under it, it could be pretty fun.
I think that'd be really neat.
Yeah. Okay.
Another project for another day though.
Yeah. Let's go. I'll do a unique one.
Okay. Ready.
So this is a 1968 International Scout.
Okay.
Not much on the description. It says price firm, leave number, or don't respond. No smog required. Rare V8 model, so no cross member to cut and move forward like you have to do with the 4 cylinders. Full project not running.
Okay.
That's all you have to go off of.
All right. What does the project look like?
It looks decent. It looks like there's no interior whatsoever. But the exterior, the body looks like what you would expect a 68. It's not beat up and thrashed, but it is old and weathered, I guess.
Sure.
It's what you would expect a 68. There's not a ton of body work that would need to be done. I think just a little bit of sanding here and there and repainting. I think there's 1, maybe 2 spots that might need some bondoing and reconstruction. But the body's complete. The grill, everything is on it. Everything is there for the body. The top is there. The top looks like it's in decent condition still. All the windows are there. V8 model International Scout. 68. 1968.
I've ridden...
It says manual transmission, but...
I rode in like an early 70s V8 International Scout, and those things were dogs, man. They just were so slow.
Yeah.
They like everybody swaps those out and drops like, LSs in them because they're horrible.
Yeah, but that's kind of the benefit of the Scouts.
Yeah.
If you like the body and the way the body lines and everything about them, you can put whatever the fuck you want in there.
Yeah, you can. You can definitely, it's got plenty of room. And what's cool about the Scouts is that they have good approacher and departure angles.
Yes, they do.
So those are they're cool little vehicles. Okay. Project vehicle, has motor.
Has a motor in it,
but no interior, not running.
No interior.
So clean body, has a motor. Don't know about transmission. I'm going to go with 12,000.
Now, is that what you would pay, or is that market value?
That's what I think market value
is. Market value? What would you pay?
I would probably pay $6,000, half that.
Okay. It's 7,000 listed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's not bad.
That's not bad at all, considering the body's in pretty decent shape.
Yeah.
Doesn't require too much on the body. You're going to need to put in seats. You're going to have to fab seat brackets and do interior. But the nice thing is you can do whatever you want with it on the interior.
Right.
And it's a 68. You can throw in whatever engine you want, drivetrain you want in it. So, has the axles. The axles are there. But yeah, $7,000.
That's not bad. Not bad at all,
right?
Yeah. That's pretty decent, actually.
If I was going to move out of a Toyota platform to build another rock crawler, I would build a Scout.
Would you?
I would, yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I thought that was pretty kind of a unique field that I thought was actually a pretty damn good price. It wasn't outrageous. I think it's a very fair price, if not on the low side of what it is. So yeah. Do you got any more?
I got at least 2 more.
Okay. I have 1, 2, technically 5 more, but like they can go pretty quickly, I think.
Okay. Well, why don't you do another one then?
Okay. So this one I thought was really interesting.
Okay.
It's a 2021 Jeep Jl Rubicon, 392.
Ooh. Okay.
So it has 1,500 miles on it. Nothing has been done to it other than a 10-year ceramic coat.
Wow.
It has all the options from the dealer except the one touch top, which is a motorized removable top essentially. What do you think?
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go with like $45,000.
Ooh, you're way low.
Am I?
Low.
I have no idea what those even go for.
So the asking price is $81,000.
Holy cow.
$81,000. Now, here's...
How much can you get one new?
That's a great question. So that's what I dug into on this and why I'm doing this one as one of the posts. So he's asking 81,000. I saw that and I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell. Like, this is just one of those people that bought a new vehicle just so he could turn around and sell it and rip people off because he knows people are going to buy it because manufacturers can't make them right now.
Right.
I went and priced out exactly his build from the dealer.
Okay.
$84,000 from the dealer.
Serious?
Yes, from the Jeep website. $84,000 to $85,000. It's like $84,500.
Wow.
Right?
So it's pretty much the price of a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's like...
That's nuts.
I was getting ready to be like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. And I went and priced it out. And I'm like, he's actually cheaper than the dealership right now.
So with all the bells and whistles, a JL Rubicon
392
is double the price of a new Tacoma.
Yep.
Of a TRD Pro Tacoma.
Yep.
Almost. Those are probably like 50.
They're probably 50, 55. Yeah. Yeah. So $85,000 for a brand new from the dealer. This one you can get for $81,000.
That's nuts.
Right?
That's so nuts.
Oh my God. And I was in talking with a Toyota dealer this last weekend, and we were talking about the new Tundras coming out.
Yes.
The new Tundras are going to be priced right in that $55,000 mark for like the top trim model.
Yeah.
That has, I think, I could be wrong. I haven't compared the stats to the 392 motor, but the drivetrain of the new Tundra is going to, I think, get better performance than the 392 Jeep with a better gas mileage. But it's also a very different usage. It's not set up the same, right? This has a solid axle with locking differentials front and rear and everything like that. But
that is crazy,
right? So $85,000 if you want a brand new JL Rubicon from the factory with the 392 motor setup.
Wow.
So that tripped me out. I was like, wow, that's crazy. All right, what do you got?
I have a 1982 Toyota truck bed.
Just the bed?
Just the bed.
Okay.
Long
bed, short bed?
It's I think it's the 6-foot bed.
Okay.
Clean. Oh, it says long bed. Oh, no, sorry. Clean long bed with a clean bob.
Oh, okay.
Lights work. Roll bar is solid. It has some roll bar on it. Have the key for the gas store. Clean title. I don't know what that matters. But it looks like it's been like on the backside they cut that chunk up for better ground clearance.
Okay.
So I believe it has that.
I'm gonna guess $500 in clean condition.
Okay. It's $145.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at this one too. These are all things that I've been looking at because
Gotcha.
I love the way that the bed has those hooks and it rolls over.
Yeah.
And I thought that it would just be fun to throw those onto like Bobcat, and just see how it goes.
Yeah. That's not a bad price.
No, I think super cheap.
I mean, you could get that and then build a frame under it and have a trailer. Or build that, put it on Bobcat and use Bobcat's bed to create a trailer, build a trailer out of. That's pretty good. That's a good find.
Yeah.
Okay, here I got one for you.
Okay.
Let's do this one. I think it'll go quick. 3rd gen 4Runner limited leather seats, driver and passenger seat. They are beat to hell.
Just the seats? Is that all that's selling?
Just the seats.
They're beat to hell.
Beat to hell. Thrashed.
Okay. Any other info? That's it?
Here, I'll actually pull it up. I wasn't even going to pull it up. I thought that would be a waste of time, but I'll pull up and read the description here. What you see is what you get. That's
it.
The description.
Okay. 3rd gen 4Runner bucket seats, leather that are thrashed.
Yep.
What I would pay for them? Like $20. What are they asking? Probably $200.
Yeah, close. $150. Like the driver's seat doesn't even have any leather on it.
Oh my gosh.
On the part you sit on. Like it's thrashed. They're asking $150.
That's nuts.
I'm like, you better be paying somebody to come pick these up and throw them away for you. Like these should not be going in any vehicle ever.
Yeah, right?
So that one I got a good laugh out of as well.
All right, I have one more.
Okay.
So do you want to go again?
Yeah, let me go one more time here.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's save this one for last. We'll do it for last. Let's go to this one here. It's a 2016 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. So it's a 4-door Sport.
Okay.
So it is like the base model of JK's. Clean, pretty much fully stock. Let's see. I don't even want to read it because it's just a lot of banter trying to talk people up. He says, everything works. He bought it in October 2019. Plenty of cool and useful upgrades, quote unquote. See photos. My next steps were going to be a lift, 35s, re-gear, and lockers, but now you can set it up the way you want.
Sure.
Clean vehicle, but on stock wheels and tires. Maybe an aftermarket bumper and winch. There's a little like roof rack thing that ties into the A-pillar and your rear pillars, soft top, clean motor, but a relatively stock 2016 Wrangler 4-door.
$78,000.
$1 Bob. $1 Bob. $28,000.
Oh, that's more reasonable.
It's more reasonable than 78, but I mean,
it's nothing.
It's not. I mean, this is like the bare bones. Like people, you're not even getting an off-road vehicle. This is like the Ford Explorer of Broncos. Like this is the Bronco Sport.
Right.
And I don't know, $28,000 seems a little extreme. He doesn't say how many miles are on it.
It's a 19.
16.
Oh, 16.
Yeah. I don't know. That seemed steep to me for somebody who's advertising it as you can buy this and then build it up to be an off-roader.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to buy something starting at $28,000. I'm going to dump another $20,000 into.
Right. No.
I don't know. That just seemed interesting to me. So, go ahead. Did you have one more you said?
I have one more.
Okay.
And you'll know why I chose this one.
Okay.
1972 BMW 2002.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
It is not perfect. It definitely looks like it has some paint fade. The rear like trunk lid has a dent in it. But it's definitely not bad.
Okay. For a 72?
Yeah, for 1972.
Okay.
All it says, smog exempt title is good. There are a few photos of the interior, and it's worn, but it's decent. It's in decent shape. I mean, if I was to get a BMW, this is the area that I would be looking at. So what would the price be?
I'm going to go... I mean, I don't know anything about the 2002s. Are they like a niche vehicle? Is there a market for those? Like there are like international scouts, or are there anything? Are they like desirable? It would be like vehicle?
That. Yeah, kind of. I mean, so back in the day, there was the Datsun 510s and the BMW 2002s, and those were like the kind of sporty little race cars. Okay. And so in the 70s, there was they were the hot hatches, Okay. Though they're not hatchbacks, but so they were the fun cars to kind of get and build up if you weren't getting like a Nissan 280 or 240 or whatever
those 240Zs are. Okay.
So they were they're in that area.
Okay. I'll go with, if it's in good condition and running and the interior is in good condition, I mean, it's acceptable condition for 72. You're not gonna have to put a ton of work into it. I'll say 12 grand.
Yep. You're right there.
Really?
It's 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's high. I think high for a fair price, but it's still a fair price.
Yeah. I think it's quite fair. And I keep kicking myself in the rear end because back like maybe 8 years ago, I've been looking at BMW 2002s forever and a day. I love them. They were like $5,000 like 8 years ago, and they've just been going up, up, and up, and up. Yeah. Since then, there's another one on Marketplace right now, which has the TII, which is their like sports version. Okay. It's $45,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And it's in good shape and clean. It's been cleaned up and fixed and maintained, but it has the TII, which is like, VTEC or whatever. Yeah. It's, so that interesting. $45,000 for that one, 15 for this one.
Wow. That's a fair price. If anybody's looking for those, I think it's a fair price. So it just depends on if you have the cash to spend on it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So here's
Mountain View, if you're interested.
Oh yeah. There you go. So here's one that I thought, we'll see what it comes up here. It says, selling my brother's truck. Oh, it's a 2008 Toyota Tundra. 4x4 with a 6-inch Pro Comp lift, 20 by 10-inch fuel wheels, 33-inch tires, mud terrains, spray and bed liner, leather interior, blown motor, tailgate needs to be replaced. The truck ran great. Call me or message me with any questions.
It ran until it didn't.
Yeah. Ran until the motor blew up.
Yeah, that's impressive. How did you blow that motor up?
Right.
You forget to put oil in it?
That's the only thing I'm thinking. It's the 5.7 in there. So that 5.7 V8, which is a phenomenal motor.
Yeah. Well, both of those Tundra motors are good. Let's see. What year was it again?
2008.
2008. Blown motor. I would say it's probably market value $18,000.
Really? With a blown motor?
Yeah, because there's still a whole bunch of good parts on that.
There is. I mean, the exterior and the body is in great condition. The interior is also in great condition. If you bought a
new motor for that and put it in, that truck would be worth like $30,000.
That's true. That is true. 2008, 169,000 miles. If you put a new 5.7 liter in it that worked, it would be easily 25 to 30 grand. You are correct. Okay. So I didn't think of it that way. They're asking 11,000. Okay. 10.9. So yeah, if anybody out there wants to put a 5.7 in there, you can make a 10 to 15 grand profit on it. Pretty easily. $20,000 profit on it pretty easily. I didn't think about it that way. So yeah, I thought that was a little outrageous. I'm like, a truck that doesn't run at all, you're asking $10,000 for, but I guess that makes sense.
I mean, we know that the rear axle is $40.
That is true. Oh man. No, you've talked me into that one. I think that's a great price now. At first I was thinking that's stupid. $10,000 for a non-working truck, but Yeah, I think you're right. If somebody wants to take the time to put in a new motor in there, and you could buy a new motor for, I don't know, what, $5,000-$6,000?
Probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe even less.
So I don't know. Let's say $6,000 on the high end. So you're 17,000 into this truck. You could sell it for 25 to 30. That's not bad. Not a bad way to spend a week working. Okay. So yeah. Okay. You sold me on that one. I'll take you. My last one.
All right. Ready.
Was another kind of comparison to the other XJs I found earlier.
Okay. $3,000.
I know, right? No, this is an 89 Jeep Comanche crawler, Super Duty axles. PM me with for more details. Serious buyers only. It will come with the stock Super Duty rims and tires, not the tires that are on it now.
Got it. Whatever.
But it is the cab and hood and grille of a Comanche.
Okay.
The front fenders are gone. It is dove-nosed, and it has a roll cage, complete roll cage, and that's what your front fenders are. The back of the truck has been flatbedded, so it's truggied. It's 4-linked front and rear with coilovers on Super Duty axles, and that's all the information I can tell from it. I don't know what engine it's running. I would assume the inline 6.
Yeah.
I don't know what the T-case it's running. But yeah, that's what you have to go off of.
Okay. That's a tough one.
It is kind of a tough one.
I would say probably around 10,000.
Yep. 10,000 right on the nose.
Nice.
Yeah. Hydro assist, it looks like.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
I think that's a good deal for that rig. I'm out of all the other rigs that I've found. I'm like, this seems like one of the best buys that you could find, especially if you're just looking for a crawler. It's not street legal. And here's a different, it's located in Sun Valley, Nevada. So I guess if you green sticker it, no problem. So,
yeah. I mean, it's not going to be street legal anyway.
Yeah, it's not going to be street legal. So, $10,000 for 4-linked coilovers front and rear, truggied Comanche.
Yeah. You're just going to have to buy rims and tires too.
Exactly. You'll have to buy rims and tires. But yeah, $10,000. I thought
Does
that was
it have a
fair.
picture of like the tires on it?
Yeah.
Are they like 42s?
They're 40-inch Pro Comps, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. But it looks like you could easily fit 42s on there. So, I thought that was a pretty fair buy. I was like, man, if I was in the mood for another crawler and I could fit into a single cab truck, I was like, that's actually pretty decent. I would recommend that to friends. So, that does it for all my finds.
Cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hope, I hope that you found this fun. I mean, I think that the market right now is so crazy.
It is crazy
on everything.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we could find the humor in some of these things and poke fun at others.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like I'm in the market to buy a few things or interested in buying a few things. And it's just like, I don't know if I want to, or if I should wait for the market to come back down to reality.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those crazy things, but I don't know. I think we might need to go to South Lake Tahoe.
Yeah. Make a trip up to South Lake in the next couple of days. I'm down.
Yeah.
Road trip. Cool, man. Yeah. It's just been funny. Like I think on one of the last 2 episodes of Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, Chris was talking about going to the dealer and trying to buy like a Hyundai Santa Fe, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And how they're asking like a $15,000 dealer markup on it, and they're not even negotiating off of the dealer markup price.
Wow.
Prices on stuff. And he's like, dealers are only doing this because people are actually paying for it. And his plea was people need to stop paying for outrageous prices. Like, you're just getting ripped off. And I'm like, that's the beauty of capitalism though.
Sort of.
I say beauty, quote unquote, like, that is capitalism,
yeah.
right? So if you're a fan,
people are willing to pay it, then they'll continue to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what capitalism is. If you want a controlled market and get away from capitalism, then that's what he's asking. And I'm like, I don't know if that's exactly what he's asking, but that's our economy.
Yeah. It's crazy right now.
And so, yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
And
man.
like, didn't Toyota announce that they're not going to be making 40% of the vehicles that they made last year because of the chip shortage?
Yep.
So, I mean, the thing is, it's like, well, 40% of the vehicles are coming into the market, or 40% less vehicles. So 60% of the vehicles that were made last year are going to be coming into the market this year.
Yep.
So they're going to be marking all that stuff up because it's going to be a rarity now.
Supply and demand.
Yes. A scarcity of vehicles, of new vehicles.
Yep.
There's going to be this weird like phenomenon in 30 years of like, I have a 2002 or a 220, what am I trying to say? 2022 something.
Yeah.
You know,
there were only 500 of those made. It's a collector's item.
Exactly.
Now. Yeah, exactly.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be weird to see. I think it's, you know, there's, you and I have talked a lot about it, how inflation right now is at 6.5%. 6.5% inflation. That is fucking crazy. So, but the problem is that, you know, savings accounts, what to do with your money. If you're putting your money and just keeping it in a regular savings account, you're losing money.
Oh yeah.
Everybody who like, I still know people out there, and even on like a bunch of the Facebook Marketplace things we're looking at, people are saying cash is king. Bring cash. I want cash.
Right.
And I'm like, you're stupid if you're keeping your money in cash right now. You are losing 6.5% a year if you're just keeping your money in cash right now.
Well,
so what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do with your money? I honestly think that used market for the next 3 to 5 years, while the new car market is having issues, the used market is going to stay up.
Yeah, that's quite possible.
So if you can find good deals on used cars right now, they're going to continue, I think, going up. And I think the used market is going to stay up for the next handful of years. That may be a good place to put your money and your investment money right now.
Yeah. And I mean, if you can do minor repairs and fixes and, you know, things then, or a motor swap for a Tundra,
right?
You know, there's a possibility of making more money. Yeah, for sure. So I don't have an answer to the money question,
right?
But yeah, it's really interesting if the inflation right now is like 6% and you're making 1% in your bank. Yeah, you're losing money somewhere. You're losing money, exactly. So I don't know. That's just one of the things that I think a lot about is, you know, how do I protect my future, right? And people planning for retirement right now, if you have your money, your retirement money, and you're planning for retirement on saving bonds or putting in a high interest yield savings money market account in your bank, you're losing money. So how do you get your money to keep a return? The used car market is looking pretty good right now. Yeah. Well, and that's as long as it stays up. It's as long as it stays up, and that's the risk. That's the gamble, right? So, yeah, interesting episode. I find the used car market highly entertaining right now. So hopefully everybody out there enjoyed this episode, got some entertainment out of it as well. That's all I got, man. Sounds good to me. All right. How can people get a hold of us? Yeah, you can email us anytime at Jimmy or Tyler at SnailTrail4x4.com. You can find Tyler over at 4x4 Toyota Tyler. You can find me at SnailTrail4x4 on Instagram. You can also call in, which we love hearing from you guys. Just make sure that you tell us your name so we know who you are. Yeah. At 916-345-4744. That is correct. That all sounds great, my friend. Mr. Elf over there with the green socks. Do you got any final words for everybody? Make sure to go check out our merches. Oh, that's right. We didn't talk about that. We need to quick shout out before we close it out. I know that's not the last words now. No. Last topic. We have the pattern, the t-shirts up on the website for Snail Trail 4x4. So go check those out. It's going to be shut off December 31st. Yep. So it's a limited edition. Only as many that are ordered is all that's going to be made. Go check it out. If you want to get one for Christmas or the holidays, make sure you tell your significant others. I really like the look of that t-shirt. So that's cool. Yeah, go check those out. You guys did a phenomenal job on it, you and Brian. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Sound good? More flake koozies. And more flake koozies. And with that, my friends, keep crawling. I got one for you. Okay. What did Santa say when he stepped into a big puddle? I don't know. It must have rained deer.
Okay.